Flying VFR, everybody. Today we're here at Parafield Airport in my favourite Robin, and it's the Let's Fly VFR Robin today. And it's going to be fast because it's red. Yeah, see, it's even got my name on it, so we know it's mine. We have a passenger with us, and we're going to head down to Kangaroo Island. But the other exciting thing as well is that this is Beta 4. It's just been released. So we'll have a look and see whether we're getting any more performance. We'll also check out and see whether we have any... well, the few things that have been fixed apparently are that we were seeing some black scenery. This was losing out on the textures and stuff. It was just going blank in areas. So hopefully that's been fixed. There's not a great deal really in the overall package. There was some effects fixed, so maybe we'll get our contrails and things back again. Now today we've got a little bit of cloud, so we'll see whether we get to fly through the cloud and test out a few things there. So I reckon we should just get on our way. Now I am going to get the pilot operating handbook. Actually I have got it, but I haven't had a chance to get into it and get all the procedures and things out of it as yet. I've had a couple of people ask me, and I did ask as well whether you guys were interested in me doing them, because I would normally do all the procedures and do all the testing and stuff. We might wait and see whether that comes our way. It's going the other way. Alright. I'm not going to play with the ATC until I've had a bit of a play. I'm getting a little bit more into grips with this G1000. I've watched a couple of videos on it, and just try and get my head around it and get it working nicely. I've got my altitude set, I've got my barrows set. This is a bit unusual. I don't know why we have this here. I don't know if there's been some changes here. That normally we didn't have an edge here, so that is a little change. I'm a bit naughty. I didn't check the wind, guys. I'll take that one on the chin, because I just wanted to get us on the way. And I was just going to come in. I was going to do this flight anyway, but I was going to just... But when I loaded it up, I got the notice about the Beta 4, so we'll get on and give it a bash. Now, if you're interested, a couple more people have asked me about the DSR. I am running this in the 4K DSR today. Let's just pull up to the line here and have a quick look around. Make sure everything is clear. Looks like that Cessna's just taken off on the other strip. That's fine, so that sort of confirms that we're in the right direction at least. In the real world he should have followed us, because this is the single engine takeoff strip, and the one on the right hand side is only ever normally used by Duke twins. Try and untangle my tongue. Now I've got the picture a little bit closer, guys. I hope you like that. This is about as far as I want to come, as close to the instruments. I can read them just beautifully, and nice and clear. We can look around, all looking nice. Pretty excited at the moment as well. I've got something new coming out very soon, but I'm going to keep that on my chest for the moment. But yeah, okay, let's get going. Let's just check our check everything here. We're going to check all our instruments. Let's have a look over, make sure everything is good. Green, greens, greens, greens. Getting a little bit on the hot side, so we better get ourselves going. And we've got our sort of 76 nautical miles down to Kangaroo Island, which is where we're heading. So let's get underway, eh? I think the trim's about right. I think I might just leave that where it is. Just a little bit on the top side. The trim's just over here, guys, if you're not familiar. Up here on the right there. My rudders are working, so let's see if we can get here without hurting ourselves. A little bit gentle on the rudders, a little bit of right rudder. Doing well. They've done some work on the runways apparently as well. I think some of the runways were actually missing. 55 knots, 60 knots, and a little slide around, but we're away nice and gently. The cloud looks fairly low today, so we'll go up and see whether the clouds are looking any better as well. I'm interested to see what that's like. I've had a few crashes as well lately. I don't. Have any of you guys experienced any crashes? Let me know if you have. I've been just playing with the retuning on this. I think this is just a sim flyer's passion is to try and squeeze some more performance out, and I've been playing with it. And every now and again it's been crashing. I think I've just been loading up too much and the video cards bailed out on me. So let's take a right turn. We'll head over towards the ocean here. And we'll continue to climb. And we'll try and catch up with the track that we need over here. We'll approach that, and then I'm going to try and use the autopilot for a little bit of practice and head down. Welcome everybody, hope you're having a good night. Now we also, let me know if you like to do this, it might be a bit of fun. I do know out from Aldinga I have an aircraft carrier. Do you reckon we should do a touch and go on the aircraft carrier on the way down? I won't get too high if you think that's a good idea, but I think it might be a bit of fun. There's another aircraft just floating away at the top there, that looks like a Cessna. So hopefully we get a nice smooth flight and no system problems. Went a bit berserk on me last, I tried on Monday actually, I don't know if any of you guys caught it, but I did start this flight on Monday and the system just fell apart, so I wasn't feeling very well either. I'm recovering from a cold, so thought I would just leave that and come back another day. So it looks pretty nice out here. It's coming into springtime here in Adelaide. There's a bit of cloud and stuff around. We can head over towards Adelaide International, which is just over here, I think, on the left. We're just about on track, so, and I've got the autopilot set for 4,500. So let's just hit the autopilot button and see whether we get anything reasonable happening here. I've got the autopilot button here, they're all the same. Put it on that. It's looking pretty good. I've got power still right up, so we'll let that go. I've got enough fuel here for about 2 hours, so that should work out pretty well. And looking around, I was getting black areas and stuff with Beta 3 was appearing in the distance, and that doesn't appear to be happening at the moment. We'll see how it goes as we go along. So this is zoom level, I reckon we'd be zoom level 19 around here, around the airport. It's all photo scenery. If you're not familiar guys, Wallpaper XP is a program that is free and you can download and make your own photo scenery, and you can do it at a number of different zoom levels as well. You can do it at 16 is about the base level, and you can do water as a separate thing as well. But what you can do is you can do a big tile, big area like this on zoom level 16, and that's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5, it's probably 4 gig though, something around that. But then around your airports like Adelaide International, which I think is just up here or just ahead of us here, it's a bit hard, it's a bit hazy at the moment. With that, you can actually make that really highly detailed with photo scenery. Please don't get that mixed up with more objects. It's still going to be a flat picture, but it'll be more accurate, and I think X-Plane actually understands it and is able to put more objects in the right places if you have it. So that's something I think is true, but I'm not 100% sure. But we're heading out on track. We don't seem to be right on track. We seem to be flying away from it. So maybe I should be on heading. I've got heading altitude nav. I would have expected nav would do it. There we go. So nav's taking us across, so we're back on this line here, I hope. We're turning right. We're going pretty much flat out. Keep that going. Now, if you're interested in the airports and stuff, guys, one thing I have noticed as well is that with Parafield Airport particularly, if you happen to have got that one from me, there has been an update pack put out by Lamina, and it conflicts with my airport a little. They actually have really nice hangars in there, so I've been taking the hangars and bits and pieces out of my version, and until I have no more error messages. But I'm still getting a couple, so there must be some more hangars that are still conflicting. And also they've put the right tower there as well, so that's making it look much more realistic. You guys had any interesting flights lately? Have you been anywhere? So we leveled out at the right. We better do a check here. I'm going to check our instruments are all good. That's still sitting at the top of the green. That's fine though. I think that's our inlet temperature, our RPMs, everything else is green. We are now on track. You can see we're also on track here, which is really good. And we'll keep an eye open for that aircraft carrier. It might be a bit of fun to do a touch and go. I have landed on it a few times, so we've got a cruise ship in. This is a hell of a noisy aeroplane though. This is the Robin from Aerobars. This is a freebie, guys, so if you haven't got it, you can get it from the org, or you can go get it maybe from Aerobars as well. I've repainted this obviously. If you're interested in doing repaints, it is so easy. Just use Microsoft 3D Paint, and it's just a walk in the park. You don't even have to be accurate. If you're just doing full colours, you can just lay a big chunk of colour over a particular area, and it only goes on the area that is part of the aircraft. So if you overlap it and it's out here somewhere, it still doesn't matter. It doesn't mind at all. So looking out, clouds not too bad. Clouds are looking okay. No, a lot of people are very passionate about the different weather systems and different programs that you can buy for doing the weather. But they look pretty okay to me. What I think is a little funny is that those people that are out there with their airliners who fly well above them seem to be a lot of the people who tend to buy the clouds and the weather systems and stuff. So, yeah. Don't see any need for it. I think it looks pretty good. The performance is going really well. I'm sitting at about 29 FPS at the moment, which is pretty happy with that. Anything from 25 up, especially with cloud, makes it nice and smooth. You can see I can drag it around nicely with the mouse and it still looks really good. So we've got Aldinga would be over to the left over here, so if you need to go somewhere quickly, you'll be able to duck over there, but we should be fine. 4,500 feet. We're not doing our altitude and we're slowly descending, so obviously I've got something set up just right. Let's have a look over here. Let's double click on this and grab that, and click altitude, whether that will also take us up. That sounds like it's just turned it off. Let's manually fly it up anyway. Let's trim a little bit of back in it. Turn the autopilot off. Try and keep it smooth. Nautical miles to go. Which means a little bit of right rudder too. out at about 4,000. Try not to get into the clouds. Got a great climb rate. Just reduce the angle a little. Only about 70 odd knots. Coming around for some ships. Far to the mainland over there, and on the other side it's not, well, it's still a little ways, but the other part of the peninsula is over there as well. To go right and get back on track. Yeah, still got a bit to learn with this G1000 system. It's still leave me a little bit bemused, but we'll sort it out. Just too used to the steam dials. So let's try and get 4.5 and get ourselves back on the track as well. Got plenty of visibility out of the Robin. 4.5. Okay, we'll do that. See if we can't trim that out. Just a dive with a back trim. It's a little sensitive. Okay, then we've got that a little. Get this on track. Keep down. We're on 100 feet. Nose down trim. Can't see the island as yet. It's needing quite a bit of nose down trim. It's right up here. I've accounted for two of us. So we've got two 200-pound people in the aeroplane. Just under that. You're allowed to be just under that. That's perfectly okay. See, if we put it back on the autopilot again, see if it'll maintain the altitude that we're currently at. It's going to fly. Okay, I need to obviously adjust the altitude here. It's climbing there. There we go. Back to 4,500. I tried to put it in earlier and then have it just climb to that, but apparently that doesn't seem to work. You need to put it in once you have the autopilot on, then select. Why is this dropping again? It's just ridiculous. Come on. Sorry for that. Doing a bit of yo-yoing. Getting very close to B&E as well. Does not seem to know what it's doing, does it? It's just forget it. Okay. Trim this back myself, I think. Altitude back. He is very sensitive. It certainly is. You've seen our aircraft carrier. We've passed it already. It's been fun to do a touch and go, or even just land on it. That would be really fun. But need to go back right. Just a little bit off track. bit of ways to go to get down to Kangaroo Island. You will find your dinghies and life rafts under your seat. $4,100. Level back out at 4,500 again. If you're not familiar with it at all, guys, it's east is least when it comes to your altitude, your VFR altitude, so that's 1,500, 3,500, 7,500, etc. In there as well. And if you're going west, it's best because you can go higher. So that's 2,500, 4,500. 6,500, etc. And I think 4,500 would be just under the clouds. Which would be nice to be able to check that out and see how the clouds look. Again, this will come back towards them. Seem to be in a bit of a hole. Keep track of the instruments. Pick up a couple of 100 feet, just nose down a little. It's not too far. We can see the point down here to the left now. Interesting flight. This is a flight that I've always wanted to do for real. But I have done it once before on channel in the Cessna, and we flew down, and then from the point we flew across over to the island. Well, I'm way off track again. Let's get back on track. And my altitude is getting a little better. Anything to see? We're just under the clouds. Keep out of those. Maintain that. We can go further right to get back on track. We'll just meet up with that as we go. Flight director wants me to do a big turn, but we won't do that just yet. Clouds don't look too bad at all. I think they look okay. Get some good speed at 175 knots. Pretty nice edges on them. They're soft edges. Pretty good. It's quite realistic. I think they're good. I really don't know what else to say about them. They certainly look pretty good to me. And this is a fairly thick band that we're going to fly under, which is pretty common sort of cloud that we have down at Adelaide. Just lost my... Sorry about that. My rudder pedals decided to turn off. And when they do that, they go full left or full right. So that was a bit of something we didn't need. Let's get back on track quickly. And yeah, we'll continue on. Well, that was a bit of a scare. It's nasty. Especially when we're already up near VME speed, or is it very high? We're going to the top of the green, not anymore. Wow, probably lucky to have survived that. Wouldn't want that to happen to you for real, would you? Just immediately went full rudder and just off, over it went. So how are we? We've lost 1,500 feet, down at 2,900, coming up through 3,000 again. Let's get ourselves up. Let's check all our instruments and stuff as well. Top of the green, fuel quantities, that's okay. Probably need to swap a tank, actually. We need to swap tanks. No, we don't need to on this one. If you're in the Cessna, you need to swap tanks. Get yourself back on track. Not that far off track, but it looks a lot when you look at the map. This back, we'll get ourselves climbing. 3,500, continue to climb to 4,500. much to see out here. Maybe this is not the most entertaining of all flights, is it, guys? Flying out over the sea. If you're flying high and you're flying over something nice like the Grand Canyon or something, that'd be pretty nice. So how far have we got to go? 40 nautical miles at 217 degrees. Just about right. 217. Just 2.5 nautical miles off track, which we can live with, and we're going to maintain or re-intercept with that as we go along. We don't lose the damn rudders again. We should just use them now and then, and they won't go to sleep on you. We've been trying for about 12 months to work out why they keep turning off. I've got all my USB ports all set not to turn off. They still seem to manage to do it regularly. It's pretty frustrating. Don't think it's CH Pro's problem. I think it's just my system somewhere doesn't like them. So any of you guys had a go with this new Beta 4 that we're flying tonight? Certainly it's proved to be good on the FPS. It's not, well, certainly not the worst. I haven't had any major bumps in performance, although a lot of people have reported good performance improvements. I haven't seen it for myself anyway, but it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. The particle system is, well, I think that's, in action here. You can see the boundaries of the clouds here, and they're not just a line or anything, but that's certainly looking okay to me. We are flying fairly close. It's probably only 500 feet up to the cloud base. Just keep that a little safe. Further right. And we're heading down to Kingscote Island, really, or Kangaroo Island, but it's Kingscote Airport. And I'm just seeing it there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just over here. It is a fairly big island. I took a few flights around it when I flew down there in the previous video. You'd have to go back a ways to find that. I actually did a trip around all the country airports that I made with overlay editor, and then flew to them all. It was quite a challenge. I flew all the way around South Australia and then down and across over here to the island, and then back up the other peninsula. It was quite a lot of fun. See, there is another YouTuber out there. I can't remember his name, but he was doing all the states, flying to all the different states of the United States. It was about 47, 48 last time I saw a number, so he was approaching the end. I don't know if he's going to go getting out to Hawaii. It could be a bit of fun. And he was only doing it in GA aircraft, so that'll be a bit of a long haul, I think, out to Hawaii. Now I can see the island out here, so I guess we're not really that far off our track. What I might do is just see if I can't zoom a little range. There we are. Oh, I'm getting up in the aisle. Don't want to do that. Let's get out of the cloud. Just back off the power a little as I come back out of it again. Well, it gives you a good example of what the clouds are like, guys. They're pretty soft, aren't they? Power back up again as we recover from that. Let's have a look outside and see what that looks like. I'll climb up into the beginning, see whether we can see any of the effects. Full power, we'll just climb up into it. You can just see them here, they're quite wispy and light. It's a nice transition as we go into them. As we come out. So yeah. Yes, Denny's, let's fly VFR. Feel free to paint your aeroplanes. It's a lot of fun. Let's just power back and we'll descend back out of the clouds. I don't really want to fly IFR. Keep that steady. As we come back out, power up a little bit. Just coming out of the base, so you can see the. It's really nice. I think it looks pretty representative of decent clouds. You can just see Kangaroo Island ahead of us now, and I know Kingscote is a little bit to the right. It is a fairly big island. It nearly fills the screen as I look at it at the moment. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. Sometimes it looks better, sometimes it's not, but it starts just over here and it goes all the way across out here. So hope you're all having a good night. Thanks for coming along for a ride with me. You guys are all very quiet tonight. No one wants to chat to me. That's okay though. You just want to sit. It's not a worry at all. So this is beta 4, as I say, and looks good. Didn't see any of the faults that I saw in the previous beta 3. There were certainly a lot of issues with scenery just basically turning black. That didn't seem to happen today, just coming out of Parafield Airport. Well, that all looked pretty good. There's a bay here, and Kingscote is just to the right a little bit. It's disconcerting. I just feel like it should be flying south and not at an angle that we need to be. You can see this cloud layer as well. This is not strict. It's very it just works its way in. So let's get down below it again, because I've picked up a little altitude. And just watch our speed. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I love this X-plane. It's just fantastic. Really, really impressed with what it does. What we get for a great simulator. Especially with the free stuff, mate. Make your own airports, make your own aeroplane. So many new things in the plane maker if you're into making your own aircraft. It's pretty amazing that you can do all of that. I haven't had the patience to sit down and create any aeroplanes. We're not too far from Kingscote. We're nearly there. Power back up again. Try and expedite a little bit. So you can't land without anything nasty happening. Got a left again. The end of the mainland. It's actually Kangaroo Island there. It's 11 nautical miles, I think, between the mainland and then across over to the island there. If you're at 4,500, if you take that particular path over to the left, the narrowest point, you can from halfway you can glide either way in the Cessna and glide back to safety. It's all pretty good. I think I'd feel fairly nervous, sitting at in the more mid 4,000 feet, flying over water for this sort of period of time. I wouldn't be comfortable that my boat was ready, especially on a single engine. You've got to be very trusting, don't you? Where's everybody from? Someone send me a message. I feel really lonely sitting here. Anybody from the United States, UK, Australia? Don't be shy. Let's get this thing down. I keep picking up altitude all the time. I have that problem flying the jabs as well. And this does need a little bit of right rudder too. Can you see that? Let me zoom in a little. Because I have got it up at fairly full power, if I relax the rudder, you can see that it just comes off to the right. It's not quite in balance. So, I need to get back below the cloud again. And not that far now. Very soon. See the island. So you can just see, it looks like it's like Shra, you get the rain just appearing out of the bottom of the cloud, but it doesn't make it to the ground. Let's go further right. Trying to fly away from Kingscote Airport. And to maintain the altitude a little bit better. 4,600, one cut down a bit. Get our way in. So, yeah, there's a couple of bays. There's a bay there. I was thinking it was here, but it's taking me further to the right. So there's another bay here. So it's going to be just over here to the right of the windscreen. So let's see about 4,400. What are we? We're 23.7 nautical miles, so we're not far. It won't take us too long. We've got to get out and stretch our legs. It's probably the longest flight I've done for a while. I tend to just do short ones and training flights around the training area of Galway. So, yeah, this is, it's good to get in and spend a bit of time at this thing. Better at holding my altitude. It's getting better. A bit more on the power. A bit more to the right. We're allowed to cry, are we there yet? It's okay. Shows how big the island is. Starts here, comes right across. It's a little thin over here, where there's a bay. Then it comes out all the way out to the other side here. Quite long. This airport I did rebuild as well, guys, so this is one of the South Australian airports ones you can have if you want. Just need to leave me a message and I'll send you a link and you can download it from my Dropbox. I'll put one up for you if you want them. Do need to download a few libraries to make them work properly. I have got a list of, I think, all the libraries in there for you in a README. I've got another bay here. I think it's over here. I'm sure it's over there. I do actually have a real aviation map sitting here next to me, but over the water it's not that helpful. Being that I can't seem to get the autopilot to work perfectly, I'm just going to leave my hands where they should be, and that's on the controls. 31 knots, that's a good amount of speed. A lot slower, I think, than the poor little Cessna. So you see in the middle there. Doesn't look too bad, does it, when you're falling past like that? Let's do it again. Should we aileron roll? Try not to be heavy on it. There we go. It was good for a bit of fun. The old Robin spins nicely as well. It's a bit of fun to spin. 5,500. We have 14 nautical miles to go, guys. We're nearly there. It's been quite a bit of a long flight today. Let's lift the nose up a little bit. You can get a ferry down here and come visit this island. It's just scenic. It's a nice place to get away. Be very quiet, I think. I think everything gets turned off fairly early. And the lights and stuff. They're pretty quiet. So we're looking for an airport. It should be directly off my nose. I'll just zoom a little. So I can see an airport probably just here. Just off the point and inland a little. It's not too far from the main town. The township is here. It's on the water from memory. So 12 miles to go, so we're nearly there. Welcome everybody. Good to see a few people along for the last part of our flight. Now checkout of 11.30 beta 4. I'm a little bit slow off the bat. I noticed that there was some comments about it being released yesterday, so I didn't catch that. I'm normally on the forums having a bit of a look around. So I'm getting a little clip. We're right up nearly in the white zone. I'll just come back off the power a little bit and wheel the head back down. Disappointed we didn't see the aircraft carrier. Would like to do a touch and go on that. Maybe we can fly out from Aldinga or something and give that a go at some stage. This is, if you just join me, we're just coming into Kangaroo Island, which is down the south coast of Adelaide in South Australia. And we're just coming here for a quick flight, checking out Beta 4, seeing how smoothly that's running. Certainly been stable today, which is really great. We did have a number of crashes with Beta 3. I'm not saying all of them or any of them were actually X-Plane related, but they only crashed when I was playing X-Plane, so it's probably a bit of a combination of my system and X-Plane. And again, running the DSR, so we're at 4K, guys. So you should be able to watch it at 4K, I think. It'll process onto 4K later anyway, certainly. Seeing some red lights down there, so I'm looking at the airport, I think. But then how about we go fly low level as we fly in. And there's all the township down there, so I'm all the way back to idle. And a bit of back trim. That looks really good. This is all, I can't remember, I think it's zoom 16, guys. I don't think I did a really high level of zoom here. Not to get too quick, we're just cracking 140 knots as we come in. I won't do any outside views because we'll crash do something dumb. Okay. 500 feet on the way in. Okay, let's get the power up. I'm sure this main road here is probably going to take us to an airport as well, if nothing else. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. There's our zoom. Wrong way. Okay. Let's just try and keep this nice. It's a pretty area out here. I don't know if there's actually many trees on it. You can see with the ortho that there are a few trees, and you can see it's not level. There's hills and stuff out here. Going, what have we got? We've got 5 miles to the airport. And then we can go and have a drink, guys. I think we're probably worth a drink after we've flown down from Parafield down here to Kangaroo Island. A few trees and stuff. This looks pretty nice. I think it's been probably 9 months or more since I flew down here. A big thank you to all you guys. If you happen to be new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do that. Hit that bell But normally got a couple of videos, a Wednesday and one on the weekend, maybe two. And I like doing these streams. They're proving to be a fair bit of fun to do, and they're very easy to do as well. So yeah, feel free to subscribe. We're coming up towards 700 subscribers on the channel, which for me is just absolutely astounding, because I started only a year ago, and at the end of the 12-month period, which is only 6 weeks ago, I had 200. We've gone from 200 to, well, it'll be 700 by the weekend, I would think. So please feel free to help me with that, and smack that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here. Isn't it pretty out here? This is worth a flight, guys. And here's the airport. Well, we've got a runway straight ahead, so we might take that one. I know the winds were very light, so I don't think that's a big issue. Let's have a look, mate. What do you reckon? We've got the dirt. Oh, we can do that. Let's do a right circuit onto that one, onto this runway that you can see here, and let's fly a little closer, and then we'll do a proper circuit. But we'll do a right circuit. We just, you do find places with right circuits, and normally when there's populations that's like over here, instead of flying the left circuit, you fly the right one to keep away from people. We do that at Gawler. Fly 05, you do a left circuit. If you fly 23, you do a right circuit. It keeps you away from Gawler Township. And if you go to 31 is a left circuit, and 13 is a right circuit. 31's right, 31's left. Anyway, here we go, the township, with the buildings and stuff. So if we will be able to taxi land, run all the way down to the end, and then find the taxiway, and go into the coffee shop, eh? What do you reckon? Got to head in there. It's a nice long runway. They have I think they have small jets. Qantas runs some small jets around, and then the obviously the flying pencils. They're all around here. If I was an airliner dude, I would know what they were, but I'm sorry, I don't. Do GA and fighter jets, guys. With 20 odd years working on fighter jets of all sorts, I love my fighter jets. Anybody out there worked in the military at all? Okay, the end of the strip here. Let's power back. We're in the green. We're in the white zone. Let's take a bite of flap. I'll have the altitude. Altitude's not too bad because it'll be around about sea level, just above sea level, and we'll make a right turn. Kingscote Tower, Robin turning, let's fly VFO, turning right base for runway. What's it going to be? I should know, shouldn't I? But for today. Oh, I'll try not to do that too quickly. Sorry, guys. It'll make you sick, won't we? Don't want to do that. Okay. Powering back, another stage flat. Let's have another one. And just the rudders, yep, they're working, haven't turned off. Nothing worse than getting on the runway and then have them turn off and then spear off to the left. Okay, here we go. Turning final for runway. Oh, it's going to be nearly 36, is it? Yeah, it's going to be 36. A little bit on the high side. Okay, we'll do a little bit of a crab. So right aileron, left rudder. There we go. And she'll drop down like a rock. This is a lot of fun to do in the real world, guys, got to tell you. Love doing it. Something about right circuits and side slips I find entertaining and challenging. Okay, there we go. Let's get back on the centerline. Centerline is our friend. But we're just wallowing a little bit here. A bit of right to left wind, rudder to straighten us up. And there we go. Keep the left rudder in. And welcome to Kangaroo Island, guys. Let's clean up the aeroplane. We'll cruise in. We can go all the way down the end here. Oh, it does appear we probably did come in from the wrong end. It's about 5 knots, 6 knots. As a bit of a cross tailwind, so it's from my back quarter. But that's okay, we'll survive. We'll see what's parked over here. Now if we go down here a little further, we should have a taxiway. We don't need to go up that one. Go up here. I'm sure I built a taxiway down this end so that we can get back quickly for a coffee. Let's have a look. Is it here? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no, no, no. No, looks like we have to taxi around. Okay, we'll taxi around. Check behind us. Go back up the dirt strip a little. It's pretty scenic. Now there's trees and stuff around. I'll try not to get you sick, guys. Sorry. Oh, there's the taxiway. It's over to the right. Let's take that in and see who's home. Got a regional jet down there. Didn't see any aircraft flying around. I'm pretty sure I've got a few trikes and things located around. You may or may not bump into them. I think all my airports have them. I like to make it a little bit of a challenge. You've got to keep your eyes open when you fly VFR. You've got to be looking for stuff. Who's got the Avanti? Anyone got that? They look pretty nice. I had a quick look at it. It's just not my thing. Oh, we've got to park ourselves down here. Now, if I remember correctly, and I say it's 9 months or so since I've been here, we might have some marshals down here to see us in. Wouldn't that be a laugh? Let's have a look at this. Are they there? Yeah, they are. There you go. And a fuel truck. Okay. Oh, again. I forget. I keep putting this guy at here. This guy's actually animated. He just stands there and sweeps. And someone with their arms up. Yep. There's a couple of spots here, so you can park nearly anywhere, guys. There's a few sets of marshals around. A few people standing around as we come in. And there's our bloke busily brushing away. That should be worn away. He's been there for 9 months doing that. So let me just put the park brake on, guys, and we'll let me take you for a quick look, eh? Would you like a look? I've got to take my foot off the brake. There we go. So we're back, and we can shut this down, I think. We've got, let's see, we're all back up there. How are we going over here? Let's have a look. So there's a bit of fuel left. There's a bit more on the left than the right, but there's no fuel selector left and right that I can see here. Looks like it's joint, so yeah, I might have to look further into the fuel system, because I would have expected the left and right to be equal. And but tell me if that does not look nice in the 4K, guys. The whole screen, it just looks crisp. Let me zoom down and have a look at it. Yeah, I don't think it looks as nice as that if I'm using my stock resolution and just all the anti-aliasing stuff. It just looks crisp. The edges are nice. You can see the thing's vibrating a bit, which is pretty nice too. Let's have a quick look at the airport. Got the cycler down there. Got a bit of car parking. I build all this stuff, guys. So again, if you would like my South Australian airports, or you'd like all of them, I've got a few in Miami as well. I did Miami International is a really nice airport, but it only had the main terminal, and all the private stuff, Signature, which is a really big HBO, I think that's the right term, FBO, sorry, fixed base operator, yeah, they weren't there. There was nothing there, so I've put a version of Signature and stuff there at Miami, and done a few other airports in that area as well. So, well, thanks. Hey, we cracked 10. Hey guys, thanks for coming along. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free, hit that button for me. It'd be really great. It'd be fantastic to crack 700 subscribers before I get up in the morning, but it's a little bit late here at the moment. So beautiful. And yes, I've got the shark's teeth in there. If you're interested in doing any painting of your own, guys, feel free to have a look in my help videos, and I'll show you how to do a quick paint job. Well, until next time, thank you guys, all 8 of you that are currently with me. I will look forward to catching up with you again, and thanks for visiting me here at Let's Fly VFR, and I hope you keep enjoying the betas and the releases once we get there with X-Plane 11. Catch you again real soon. Thank you for your time, and have a fantastic day.